Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we are on episode 5 of What if Civilizations Are Over. Before we begin this episode, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps out a ton. Leave a comment, turn on notifications, and yeah, let's get into this. In the last episode, we saw Europe get filled in a lot. We saw exploration across the Mediterranean coast. We saw them move their capital. We saw Iran kind of become a nation from the ashes. We saw the new empire start to take more land. We saw, no, that was the episode before. And we saw war here. And let's continue by starting off with a pretty big war. And this war is over the Crimean. What is it called again? I suck. It is the Crimean War, or it's the Crimean military faction. And though they have not used their military in ages, they're still going to be able to do a striking amount of force into the blue team, as they're also going to do that as the blue team is going to call their ally for help. Ally will also get just as cooked, as Russia, or Pink Russia, is going to lose this before we're going to start to see the blue team use some of their to push back in. But this is really no use, as we'll just want to see them eventually agree to sign a treaty, as it is just going to solve this problem a lot sooner. And yeah, this is the treaty, and now the blue team's starting to be more of a Poland or a Belarus state, while Russia, or yeah, the pink team's just staying as Russia. And I think it's finally time for us, or for them to finally explore the Alpine Mountains. And they're going to discover it, as this has probably been happening for the last few episodes, as I assume by the last episode it's more like this. But they're just going to be able to completely discover it this episode. Also continue discovery. This Ireland, which is the head of maybe the most powerful nation, doubt it. They're going to be able to fully discover Scotland. And a few fishermen are going to be like, ooh, we kind of got blown off. And then they end up in the Danish colonies. And they're like, place. And going home would be like a lot of work. And so a few fishermen, they're probably going to form their own nation in a second. And all across the world, as we're even going to see them discover Portugal, which didn't really have anything major to discover. As Europe is basically almost completely discovered, except for some lands in, where is it? Oh, yeah, up there, but no one really cares about that. As in North Africa, they're going to explore a bit more, like in Egypt. Canaan's want to focus on and all that. As this area is kind of just really no one goes to anymore. And let's just look at some expansion. And across North Africa, we see this nation. I guess Libya, the princedom expands. So does Naples. We see New Portugal. We see the Balearic Island nation expand. We see this Austrian nation. We see these nations expand up. We see this nation once again form or form, as we're going to start to see Denmark for some reason focus on this region more than Sweden, which has more. Who cares? As yeah, but then something that's about to shake up the world is about to happen. But before that, we have to get here. And this is the largest gun manufacturer in the world. So they're going to go on an expansionist conquest, taking out all of these guys as we can start to erase these capitals that are no longer needed. I forgot all the colors except that one was red. As now we can finally get to the most important event in the entire video, if not series so far. And this video is going to be in Ireland. In Ireland, a nuclear bomb will explode. Will explode near the city, right there. And this is because in the Galactic War, they had to redevelop nukes. And well, few of them were still in Ireland. And then the radiation cloud, it started to blow westward until it randomly started blowing eastward. And this would cause it to even start to reach Wales, as this nuclear cloud would finally start to settle after a southern wind would blow it like that, as this is very devastating. As across the world, people would wonder, why are people dying? And then another one is going to go off inside of Russia. Once again, another one will go off right where their capital used to stand. And the wind will blow northward, leading into this, and then it will start to blow westward. As people are now wondering, what are all these explosions happening? And yeah, this will be known as the two unknowns. As for many years, this land will be very, very uninhabitable. Poland, though, will start to even expand into some of this radiated land. As Russia, still trying to recover and figured out who did this, they will claim that it was actually, for some reason, the French. Yeah. But how about we go not over here yet? Or how about we go over here? And this will be the Indian exploration. A group of people from Central Asia will start to migrate. And there's tons of old city remnants. And I mean tons. And they will also learn about the history of a nation called Persindia that is more ancient than they think the old empire or the new empire's thing is. And so they will eventually reach into Bengal and all that. And this is when a lot of the people over here will officially decide that they need their that they need to restart, and they need to bring their these people back. And this is the Persendians. We have to fix that in a second. Ugh. But the Persendians will start to, well, claim that they will unite the world, blah, blah, blah. No one really wants to take them seriously, as there's really no reason to take them seriously. And another group of the people will eventually discover Bangladesh. They think Bangladesh is what Persindia became. that it's better to focus on the new, the end of them. But this is very wrong. As they decide that it is good to look at the terrain map, which let me fix that, as all of this would be unexplored, as they have not crossed the Himalayas yet. As we're just want to say about that is kind of how they're going to end up as we can also start to do that. Okay. But back to that, they kind of feel like that they need to try to find out what this crater of life once held. And these people are going to discover Vietnam. And they eventually realize that they were a pretty big nation. As these people, many people are now considering crazy people all across the greater known world in Europe. As this nation will be reformed looking about like this. Oh no. As we are going to see the nation look about like this, I'll do capitals in a second. As we are going to see another war break out, and it is right here. They want the crown of this nation. They want to show the world that they aren't just a unimportant nation overshined by their brother, like right there. And so they're going to invade this nation. But this nation's pretty strong. Their capital's going to be right there. I probably should have shown it. As they're actually going to do very well, as this nation is going to capitulate. But in the treaty, it's going to be the opposite somehow. And it is that they wanted the crown of Austria. And that is because Austria and Poland kind of had some pretty good marriages happening. And they were good allies. And we're once again going to, or not once again, we're going to see Austria decide, you know what, we're going to invade these people. As they don't really care too much about it, they just want to look good on a map. As they're going to be able to link up with this place, as they're now be like, okay, we surrender. And let's look at the Treaty of, I don't know. It's in the treaty, Austria is going to be able to demand all of this land from them. And now, with Austria being considered one of the major powers of the world, they can rival the empires such as France, Clay, Germany, southern France, and the most powerful nations in the world. Canaan, Naples is number 1, Canaan number 2, and number 3, Anatolia. And number 4 is U. Number 5 is going to be U, 6, 7, 8. They're 9, and they're 10. And yeah, blah blah blah. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.